Good morning. Today's Sunday, 27th of July. Just a little bit of what we're going to be doing. Prepare the garden path for paint. Get the stones. The marble chippings it is. In the past in England, we've used decorative white stone, but it's come as like little chippings of limestone. And they end up going green. They're horrible. We've used them in England and I have to come up. But here, we're getting marble chippings. So they should be good. Finish the garden path, do some planting, get some topsoil. There's a lot to do this week. So without further ado, let's crack on.
That's Andrew's early morning job. Painting the pathway. He's painting it with a rubberized paint. Is it rubberized paint?
It is rubberized paint, love, and we're getting it ready for them stones.
Are you nearly done?
Another 3 steps to do, love. What I'm doing here, using brush, darling,
Yeah?
to get a really good clean edge up against that wall.
How about this side?
I do same.
Have you done this side?
First. I do both sides first, love, and get a good clean edge, and then I infill
Yeah?
using the roller. I've got a good seal in that corner now. That's that edge done. Move my roller across. If you look at what I'm doing here, I put it across fairly thick. And if you look at the stream, it's like a stream going right into the corner, look.
Yeah.
And it gets a really good seal in that corner, love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that is second coat now, right?
Yeah, this is second.
So-
First coat was slightly watered down with thinners.
So after that, we can put the white stone now later afternoon.
Yeah, later this afternoon
it's
that white
dry.
stone's going in, definitely.
Yeah, when it's dry.
Yeah, the reason we watered this down with thinners, it acted as, first coat were a bit thin, but it acted as like a priming coat, love. You know what I mean? And now this is no thinners in it at all. You see, I've just cut in there, and then I put this on, and there's no thinners in this whatsoever. It's just pure rubberized paint, and it's like a good quality top coat now.
That's what the salesman's advised to you.
Yep, it was. So I'm following his advice, because I'm not a painter and decorator.
I think you're gonna need another tub on.
I'm going to need another tin for rest of concrete. Of this one tin, literally this one tin's just done this path. But when you consider we've done it, love, it's worked out cheaper because we'd have still had the same price to pay for the paint, love, but we've had labour to pay.
Yeah, I'll pay you 500 for that. 500 a day.
I tell you what, I'll give you that back for a massage.
500 a day with lunch.
With benefits.
With lunch. With lunch and including dinner na din.
Yeah. You see, look, if you look at this corner, because that other one was thin, as I'm pulling it across like that, it's like puddling, so it's really thick in that corner. And that makes it get a really good seal, you know what I mean?
Yeah. After that, what are you gonna do now?
Well, whatever's left in that tin, I'm gonna water it down with thinners, so it's really thin, and give these patios an undercoat, a prime.
You need to be careful with the electric wire, oh.
I know, I'm alright, look. It's sick, I've touched it a few times. However, please do me a favour. If there's 80% of my viewers who are viewing my videos who are not subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, please. Also, hit the bell icon and that'll give you notifications for upcoming videos. That will help our channel immensely. Thank you for watching. Right, what we're doing here, we planted these bushes yesterday, but this ground is solid bedrock. And we've got a big one here. As you can see, with all these rocks here, I'm having to dig bedrock out. And I was initially using this, initially using that, but it was super hard work. So I've been and borrowed this, and it's still hard work. As you can see here, right, what we're doing here, 2 cubic metres topsoil, bagging it up, loading it up, and then actually tipping it as well when we get to the other end, so we can reuse the bags. Because this is going in between my pavers to my drive, ready for turf, grass. This is all backfill to cover up all the muck, all the stones. Oh.
We're here at the old garden center.
Whew, sweating.
Go.
Absolutely sweltering. Teamwork. Grace is holding the bags open and moving them. No, slide it to that corner, love, please. For weight distribution, darling. Has that split?
Yeah.
Leave it then. Leave it, I'll sort it. I'll sort it, no problem. My fault. I'm trying to do even weight distribution, love, for big sacks. That's okay, that.
I told you it's better now.
Yeah, that's right. Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, 31st. Nearly 6 o'clock. Thought I'd give you a quick update on Starlink. Right. Downloaded about 3, maybe 4 different apps for speed check. Got a different reading on every app. And I don't trust anything. And Starlink's own app gave you fantastic reading, but that can be programmed to help sell it. So I just used Google app, not even the app. Just type it into Google Speed Check and it'll check it straight away right I'm downloading an app. Google Speed Check. And yeah, it was different again to everything else, but it was pretty good. With Starlink we're getting about 195, 180 to 195, 200 megabits per second. With the apps I downloaded, I'll get in some as low as 20 and some as high as 70. Now with Google's, I'm getting on average 170 for download and about 35 upload. That all depends as well the distance to your router. If I'm in my bedroom, it's about 70 download. Down garden, it's about 50. In the main room where the router is, maximum 195, 200, something like that. So yeah, I'm happy with Starlink. Yeah, very happy with Starlink. Now, update on the cameras. Very happy with them. Had them installed. Used them. When somebody said they were coming, I remotely moved my camera up there on the front corner so I can see the right of way, and I saw my friends coming. You can speak to people through the cameras, so you can tell them to fuck off. Oh, you, fuck off, get off my property. Yeah, you can actually speak to them. It's got passive infrared and security light all built in as well. So for 2,000 pesos per camera with battery backup as well, I'm happy with them. 3 cameras on 1 unit. 2 of them are fixed and then 1 is remotely operated. So I'm super happy with the cameras. But enough about me running on. Let's have a look at what else we've been doing. Right, we went and bought a load of topsoil. And there's a good story behind that. The lady who owns the garden centre didn't have any, and she needed 2 cubic meters. But they only deliver 4 cubes at a time. So if she'd have had 4 cubes and then bagged it all up, she'd have sold it me individually bagged. Obviously made a profit. But she sold me 2 cubes at her cost price, and I went and bagged it all up myself. But yeah, that's 2 cubes is all good. Nothing happening up there. But we've started spreading as 2 cubes. And we're mixing a bit of sawdust onto it as well. It's good. It's good for garden. As you can see, it's all dried here now. Going in between the pavers. Still to be raked and tampered there. Still to be raked and tampered there. It's back breaking work using that for a tamper, and it gives me blisters. But we've made that concrete for a path down there, and people are taking the shortcut. So 2 viewers what recommended doing that. Yep, I've done it, and people are going that way rather than round. And that's just going to have grass all the way around, all the way up there. We've connected now the earth. That's all connected, and grass is going to come right up to about there. So you're not going to see that, and I might even buy a little plastic box just to cover it up. But we fully earthed. Where here in the Philippines, that doesn't happen. They don't do earth, but I have made sure of it. The missus put some nice plants in, as you see previously. So it's taking shape and looking nice. And I've purposely left these stones away from edge because I want to get this filled and grassed, and then I'll put the stones in up to the grass. And that tree stump, we've got a plan for that. It's just rested there, it's not in the ground, but we've got a plan for that, and you'll see that in another video. Now, moving on to the cabins. This pathway is looking awesome. Loads of compliments on that. Moving on to the cabins, now they're complete. fully complete. Floor's all done. This one, the electrician made a bodge of the light. So my foreman's back, he's redone the lights and he's just got to refit them. In here, the bathroom, the lights are in, all working. We're just waiting now for windows. So yeah, the foreman will refit them. And what's happened with the concrete patio, as it's been drying, it's developed hairline cracks. So that's going to be ground out and refilled. And we've got one in this one and 2 in the other. And then this can be repainted. This paint, by the way, is only an undercoat anyway. Because what I've been told by the man who sold me the paint at the hardware, mix it with thinners and put a thin coat on with thinners as an undercoat, and then put the top coat on neat. So this is the other one. That's been smoothed off now. And you can see the hairline cracks there and there. But in here, fully done. Lights are on individual switches. 1 switch, 2 switch, 2 lights. Individual switches. Same in the bathroom. Just open that. 2 switches, 1 switch, 2 switch. On individuals. So I'm super happy with that. Sockets are all in. Just needs a good clean up in here. And then windows fitting. And my crew don't fit the windows, the suppliers fit the windows. So that's less work for my crew. It'll be just come and do a touch up and a clean up after windows installed. Whilst he's smoothed all that off, he's done the same here. Smoothed off around the planter. But tomorrow I'm going to get him to take that planter out and smooth off on the top because it got left rough. Got left very rough. So I'm going to get him to smooth all the top off so it's as smooth as that one, and then I can paint them as well. And this blue here, it's only dust from when it's been cut in that. That'll just brush off that. That'll brush off and wash off. And I'm going to put a cement across there, right up as well actually, and press some of them stones in that cement because that's going to be a little lamp down. I'm not bringing this up to that level, it'd be too much. So I have a little lamp down and then just a skimming of topsoil and grass. That's all it needs. We're going to burn all this dry grass now tomorrow. And then down there can be done when they're done. There's not a lot to do. Remove that tree, level it off and build a dirty kitchen. There's about a week's work there, but that can be done after. Because he hasn't quoted me for a dirty kitchen there. That's going to be an extra, but we do need one. We do need a kitchen for these to use. And my pool, I know what you're going to say about that. It's high, but you're not going to see it because the pump house is coming up from the wall. And it needs to be high because that one isn't carrying water. It's air from an air pump for my jacuzzi. And if that was low, when we're filling that up, that'll fill up to the water level with water. So up there, it won't fill up. Then no water can get back to the actual air pump. Whereas these, they can be, because they are my water pipes, they're going to be pumping water to my pump and filter. So yeah, they can be low. And then, like I said, from here, we'll go up, across with a sloping roof, and down here, and that's my pump house done. But that'll get done when we've dumped plumbing, dumped concrete in and got it all plumbed in and wired in. There's not a lot of work left to do now there. And then we're on track. The contractor has promised me, not this Friday, next Friday will be complete. And when you look at it, there's not a lot of work left. That's left. Like I said, window fitters fit windows. Just a little bit here. Do that and do that. Skim that. There's not a lot of work left at all. The rest of it is for me to do. But for now, I shall leave it at that and give you another update tomorrow. Good afternoon. Friday the 1st, it's 4:30, lads have knocked off. Got a fair bit done today. Big steps forward. And we've also got here the Starlink guys fitting me an extender. So I've got better quality Wi-Fi down the bottom of the garden and for the cabins. So without further ado, let me show you what's been happening. Right, this is a Starlink guy. He's managed to back straight on. We've spread topsoil and tamped it down everywhere. This area now is ready for turf. This is all ready for turfing. This is all having turfing. I've actually connected my ground. And my missus is making a design here. So I've just dug out a little trench, wooded it off, and this is going to be not on the wall, upright, concreted in, and then my missus is going to make a design out of that. So you'll see that at a later date. But this path's all done. As you can see, it's looking nice now. It's all painted and stoned, looking brilliant. The foreman has roughed in, it's not glued, it's just roughed in, my manifold. Let me explain this to you. Them two can be on one valve, and that's the two returns. That's a separate return. It is a return, but it's the waterfall return. These two is a separate manifold, skimmer, bottom drain. So that's that manifold done. And that pipe has to be above water level. So it's going to come along and back down. And that's going to be air pump for my jacuzzi. So before we glue them in, we need the pump here to roughly position it and get the concrete footer in before they get glued. And what he's been doing here is grinded that out. I had an hairline crack, he's grinded it out and filled it. Get that a sanding and a skim coat tomorrow. He's done the same on this one. He's ground them out, filled them, and skimmed the entire top. So with a bit of luck, that'd be nice to paint in a few days. And these have been skimmed as well. So we're gonna let them harden. And he's cemented that in for me actually. That will come loose, that will lift out, but it just makes the edge nice and neat. I think we're going to leave it in there and just paint it. But that's all been skimmed, so it's all nice and smooth. And then I can crack on painting tomorrow. This is a Starlink, guys, fitting me an extender. Right up there. That's perfect, boss, yeah. Spot. Wait a minute. Can it just go that way so an aerial doesn't stick out? A bit more. Bit more. So that's it. So aerial's not sticking out past that. That's perfect there, boss. Perfect.
My suggestion is if the other antenna, if we can move them so that the
Yeah, but that end at pole will get it through wall anyway, love.
will penetrate
Yeah,
to the wall.
that is the Starlink comes out and it does that area where Grace is really good, really good. That is mainly just for this area. Yeah. So as long as that doesn't stick out past that end, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Perfect.
A hole there.
Yep. I'll do a bit more on this in a bit. Good afternoon. Right, the Starlink people have gone home. Just a quick update on the extender. Just there. Well, as you can see, it's there, it's in. So without further ado, let's have a proper look and an explanation. Right, there we have TP-Link Wi-Fi extender. That blue wire goes through the loft. That's the Ethernet lead, which he absolutely made up. He just got a big roll of Ethernet cable and put the ends on, made the lead up himself, the right length. So top marks for that. I can easily hide that wire. It's not that. I'm happy to leave it like that or put conduit in. So let's have a look at the other end. And yes, in here it's a bit of a mess, but it's note that can't be tidied up. We've got conduit to put these two cables in. The grey one, wait a minute, sorry about that. The grey one is the Starlink, the blue is the Ethernet. And we've had to buy a Starlink Ethernet connector and put it all, it's all here, just temporary until we get a shelf. All this is going to be gone. It's just temporary until we get a shelf and a cupboard to put it all in. But as you can see, the Starlink router is directly near the pool. It's literally just at the other side of this socket, and you do get here full signal. And down the garden where we was, you did get a reasonable signal here, flickered between 1 and 2 bars. But now that's in, you get a full signal, even in back at cabins. So all these guests, these 2 bedrooms, they'll all get a full signal now. And hopefully that'll be done next week. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Okay, that's it for this week. And stay tuned for next week's. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to see. And thank you for watching.